Imhotep African family, and welcome to the Building a Lighted Temple Wisdom Service. What a glorious day this is, the spring equinox we are in the moment of. And for the purpose of the recording, I am Dr. Nteri Nelson, a metaphysician, a licensed clinician and educator, and co-founder of the Academy of Kemetic Education and Wellness. And so once again, I welcome you to the Building a Lighted Temple Wisdom Service, where we come together in the midst of these troubled times, in these ethereal waters that we are cultivating, this universalizing resonant vibrational field. Yes, beloveds, it is in this etheric space, this virtual space, we come together to cultivate these waters that we may amplify our vibration and distribute the light. So this is liberated space. And today is the spring equinox, and we are going to do a spring equinox celebration. And I just want to take a moment to just welcome everyone here. And we are up to 22, wonderful. I just want to say good morning to everyone. So we are going to begin, and beloveds, we're going to give a brief explanation of the spring equinox, and then we want to go into the actual verses in our ritual. But I just want to give a little outline for today, and that is that we're going to begin with a libation. Then I'm going to do a little intro. We're going to go through our verses, our anchoring in our primal wisdom, the Pertimru. And then we will have our song, Reascension into Sacredness by Nora. And then we'll look at share some group reflections on what is being renewed within you at this time of year. This is a glorious, glorious time of year. So what we want to do now is have Rosangela come forward, who is going to do the libation.
I am Rosangela Natalino, the initiated at the Academy. And at this moment, I ask permission to Dr. Nteri and the Council of the Elders to speak.
Permission is granted to speak.
So whoever wants to stand up and face the east. And now I invited all of us to bring to our heart, to our mind, to our spirit, the name of our ancestors who gave it to the word civilization. And I will ask you, don't need you to open your mic, but after each proclamation, we should say Ashe, confirming that we know that our ancestors are with us. That is know that. And the past, the present, and the future are one. To the ancestors who give the civilization to the world, the mathematics to the world, who give the science, the medicine, who give the astronomy, astrology, and spirituality, and many, many other arts and science. We say Ashe. Imhotep, Ashe. To our ancestors who populated the world, and the ones who went through the horror of Ma'afa, who were forced to leave the continent of Africa, to come to the Americas, to be in the horror of the worst situation for our spiritual ancestors, our children, our elders, our brothers and sisters. Ashe for the sacrifice, and we will never forget what we went through. We're going to keep our legacy, and we're going to remember your names. Zumbi dos Palmares, Harriet Tubman, Ashe. To our Jagnas, our ancestors who went back to Africa to rescue our history, to rescue our legacy, and bring it back to us so we know who we are and where we come from. So we can be here today, celebrate our legacy, our identity, and our culture. Ashe. Dr. Clark, Ashe. Dr. Newton, Ashe. And let's bring it to our memory, our closest ancestors, the ones from our blood family, the ones who we know by the name, the one who inspired us to be who we are today. And for all of those who help us to grow and be who we are, we say Ashe. To all the elements of nature, to all the kingdoms of nature, the water, the fire, the air, to all the elements that help us to observe and learn like our ancestors did. They observe the nature and then teach us how to live in our life in earth. To all of the elements, Ashe, Ashe. And so it is. And together as one more time, we're gonna inhale, in the exhale, we're gonna say the Metu Neter, that means life in eternity. Together as one, inhale together. Dua.
Dua, dua, dua. Rosangela, very beautiful. Dua, Ikur. Much blessings. Hesi, much blessings. So, beloveds, we come to this glorious moment because, like and as our ancestors traced the path of the sun, which they call Ra, and they pattern their lives after the sun, the S-U-N, and we are the S-U-N. We are the S-O-N, and we are the daughter, the son and the daughter. Our African ancestors pattern their lives after the passage of the sun and paid homage to the sun in ritual and observation and in its stationings, in its solstice stationings and in its equinoctial stationings. And so today we are observing the spring equinox, where the sun Ra is coming in its rebirth over the horizon as a symbol of rebirth and resurrection. And beloveds, we together and as one had our winter solstice observance in December, where we together and as one honored and paid homage to the sun as it made its deepest descent in the sky. At that time where we had the longest day, the longest night, and the shortest day, and the greatest moment of darkness as the sun made its passage in that winter solstice. And that was the time when we were asked as we again came before the scales to look at what must die, what must be let go, what no longer served the life, what must be shed that we may be reborn today. So today we are enjoying the seeding that the first visible seeding of what our intentioning was at the winter solstice, as we cast away what no longer served so that we could be reborn. So we want to take a moment to ponder what was shed in that darkest moment of winter and what is being birthed now at this spring equinox. We are going to come before the scales again because we want to come before the scales daily, but certainly we come before the scales at the stationings of the sun at the solstices and at the equinoxes. So we'll come before the scales again as we undergo this arising in the spring equinox. We do so, beloveds, holding awareness, because we're always anchoring what is happening on our earth. And we do so, beloveds, with the knowledge now of what it means to rise as the sun on a planet where we are undergoing 4 pandemics, which we have talked about. The first pandemic being the white supremacist paradigm that we have been under. The second pandemic is the pandemic of COVID-19. And the third pandemic is all that has been externalized as the impacts and of the disparities that have, and the harm that has come under this white supremacist paradigm, the injustices, the economic disparities, the state of our planet, all of the things that are being exposed now and externalized as a result of this white supremacist paradigm that we have been under. And fourthly, we, beloveds, we come now to the 4th pandemic of the war that is now raging, that the Russians have begun and is raging now in Europe, in the Ukraine, where essentially we see, beloveds, Europeans fighting among one another. And our hearts go out to all of humanity who is suffering at this time. And at the same time, beloveds, we remember our history and we remember what we have come to do in this moment. And remember that this is not our time for grieving. We as a people, our blood, our tears, and our sweat have soaked the earth. Geb, have soaked the earth. So this is not our time for grieving. This is our time to hasten our footsteps in all deliberate speed to build the lighted temple, to build the world that is in accord with the divinely intended design. We know that this world is out of whack with the divine archetypal design and plan and purpose. And so we are about this correction course. We are about moving through this dimensional shift that we are now undergoing. And because we know we live in times both perilous but propitious, that it is our time to move ahead swiftly in being the stewards and the stewardship actively of the earth. All of its kingdoms await our stewardship. So with all deliberate speed, we must move ahead. And so on that, we now begin our, continue our ritual as we then look at our fitness in coming over the horizon, what we have released and what is being reborn or birthed within us, that we are rendered more and more fit for this journey. And so it is. So now I'm going to turn us to share my screen. Beautiful, we're up to 24, that's beautiful. And let me just share my screen. And okay, so if everyone may just place, as you sit, as you continue to sit, your left foot forward. And can everyone see the verse that we have here from the Pertimru?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. And making the sign of the Om over the group. Together and as one, facing east. You can keep your mics muted, because if we talk on top of each other, it's like a cacophony instead of a harmony. But with your mics muted, be in recitation as we now begin. And I'll take a breath and I'll say together and as one, and let us just breathe. May my heart be with me in the house of hearts. May my heart be with me, and may it rest in me, or I shall not eat of the cakes of Osir on the eastern side of the lake of flowers. Neither shall I have a boat wherein to go down the Nile, and another wherein to go up, nor shall I go forward in the boat with you. May my mouth be given unto me that I may speak with it, and my 2 feet to walk with, and my 2 hands and arms to overthrow my foe. May the doors of heaven be open unto me. May Geb, the prince of the gods, open wide his 2 jaws unto me. May he open my 2 eyes, which are bound together, and may Anubis make my legs firm, that I may stand upon them. May the goddess Sekhet make me to rise, so that I may ascend unto heaven, and there may that be done which I command in the house of the Ka of Ptah. Together and as one, beloveds, we affirm, I know my heart. I have gotten the mastery over my heart. I have gotten the mastery over my 2 hands and arms. I have gotten the mastery over my feet, and I have gained the power to do whatsoever my Ka pleases. My soul shall not be shut off from my body at the gates of the underworld. Remember, beloveds, we are moving through the underworld and at that point of ascending. But I shall enter in peace, and I shall come forth in peace. But before we come forth, beloveds, we must be in recitation of the laws of Ma'at at every moment, that we are doing the good and perfect thing in this moment, and then the good and perfect thing in the next, by being in accord with the laws of Ma'at. And I want to have, let's see, Andrea, can you unmute yourself and do these first 10? Are you there? Nice and loud.
I'm here. Let me get some glasses. One
Okay.
second.
And while you get your glasses,
Okay, I've got it.
Nora, could you be next to do the next 10? And Horace, could you do the next 10? And Tim, could you do the last 10? Or the last 12? So everybody be prepared. That's the sign of initiative, to be ready on the spot.
All right.
Nice and loud.
Excuse me, which page are you on in the printing room?
I'm reading from the laws of my art. So
I see, thank you.
yeah, these are extracted from the purging room.
Shall we begin?
Again,
I have not done inequity. I have not acted with violence to anyone or anything. I have not robbed with violence. I have done no murder. I have done no harm. I have not defrauded the temple offerings. I have not diminished obligations. I have not plundered the Neter. I have not spoken lies. I have not snatched away food. I have not caused pain.
beautiful, Iker. Next.
I have not abused my sexuality. I have not caused the shedding of tears. I have not dealt deceitfully. I have not transgressed or angered God. I have not acted guilefully. I have not laid waste the plowed land. I have not borne false witness. I have not set my lips in motion against anyone. I have not been angry and wrathful, except for a just cause.
I have not committed adultery. I have not lusted, nor committed fornication. I have not polluted myself. I have not caused terror. I have not spoken evil. I have not burned with rage. I have not stopped my ears against the words of right and truth, Ma'at. I have not worked grief. I have not acted with insolence. I have not stirred up strife. I have not judged hastily.
I have not been improper or pried into matters to make mischief. I have not multiplied my words exceedingly. I have not done harm nor ill. I have not dishonored the ancestors. I have not fouled or wasted the water. I have not spoken scornfully. I have not cursed the Neter. I have not polluted the earth. I have not defrauded the offerings of the Neteru. I have not plundered the offerings of the blessed dead. I have not mistreated children. I have not mistreated animals.
Iker. Excellent. And so, beloveds, continuing facing east now, the initiate group says, in front of the eastern altar, and you fill in your name, because we are all Shemsu Haru, we are all as and like Osir, as we now prepare for our ascension and rise as the sun, like the sun. So you fill in your name, Haru Dr. Nteri, does not die. A son is born. She comes forth into eternal life. And together in as one, we say, as a risen initiate on the eastern horizon, hail soul, thou mighty one of strength, verily I am here. I have come, I behold you. I have passed through the underworld. I have seen my father Osir. I have scattered the gloom of night. I am his beloved one. I have come. I behold my father Osir. I have stabbed Set to the heart. I have done the things needed by my father Osir. I have opened every way in heaven and upon earth. I am the son, daughter, beloved of her father, Osir. I have become a ruler. I have become glorious. I am furnished with what I need. Hail all you gods, Netu Neteru, and all you shining ones. Make you a way for me, the son of Osir, Haru, triumphant. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. See your star, your sun, come over the horizon. And now we want to move to the text, the Pertimru, for our further recitation, and have you read directly from the text. This is entitled, Chapter of Changing into a Golden Hawk. Says Asur Ani, may I, even I, arise in the Sheshet chamber, like unto a hawk of gold, coming forth from his egg. May I fly, and may I hover as a hawk, with a back 7 cubits wide, and with wings made of emeralds of the south. May I come forth from the Sektet boat, and may my heart be brought unto me from the mountain of the east. May I alight on the Atet boat, and may those who are in their companies be brought unto me, bowing down as they come. May I rise, may I gather myself together as the beautiful golden hawk, which has the head of a Banu bird. May I enter into the presence of Ra daily to hear his words, and may I sit down among the mighty gods, the Neteru of Nut. May a homestead be made ready for me, and may offerings of food and drink be put before me therein. May I eat therein. May I become a shining one therein. May I be filled therein to my heart's fullest desire. May sacred wheat be given unto me to eat. May I be by myself get power over the guardian of my head. Together in as one, let us say, Onk, Uja, Senem. And let us move now to this verse, on page 513. As we appreciate together and as one, because there have been many boats, the ones that bore us to these Americas, the ones that bear us through the underworld, that we may be in the boat of Ra. And what we have to pass through in order to come over the horizon, what we have been through in this passage of the sun. So we come now to this chapter, and beloveds, as you hear the words, just notice the fluidity between being nature and nature, being God and being the son daughter. Just notice how fluid in identity as in life, nature, natural that we are. The chapter of driving back slaughter in Sutenhennen. We've had much to do to get to this horizon, beloveds. Osir says, O land of the scepter, O white crown of the divine form, O holy resting place, I am the child, I am the child, I am the child, I am the child. Hail you, goddess Abert. You say daily, the slaughter block is made ready. As you know, and you who were mighty has been brought to decay. I establish those who praise me. I am the holy knot within the tamarask tree, more beautiful in brightness than yesterday. To be said 4 times, I am Ra, who establishes those who praise him. I am the knot within the tamarask tree, more beautiful in brightness than the disk of yesterday. Going forth on this day, my hair is the hair of Nu. My face is the face of Ra. My eyes are the eyes of Hethoru. My ears are the ears of Opat. My nose is the nose of Kencheps. My lips are the lips of Anpu. My teeth are the teeth of Khepera. My neck is the neck of Aset, the divine lady. My hands are the hands of Kemenu, the Lord of Tatu. My forearms are the forearms of Neith, the lady of Sais. My backbone is the backbone of Sut. My privy member is the privy member of Osir. My reins are the reins of the lords of Kur-Abba. My breast is the breast of the awful and the terrible one. My belly and my backbone are the belly and backbone of Seket. My buttocks are the buttocks of the eye of Haru. My hips and my thighs are the hips and thighs of Nut. My feet are the feet of Ptah. My fingers and leg bones are the fingers and leg bones of the living Urea. There is no member of my body which is not the member of some God. Beloveds, we remember the stellar substance that composes every aspect of our being. Tahuti shields my body altogether, and I am light unto Ra every day. None shall seize me by mine arms. None shall drag me away by my hand. And there shall do me no hurt, neither men, nor gods, nor sainted dead, nor they who have perished, nor any one of those of olden times, nor any mortal, nor any human. I come forth in advance, and my name is unknown. I am yesterday, and my name is seer of millions of years. I travel along the path of Heru, the judge. I am the Lord of eternity. I feel and I have power to perceive. I am the Lord of the red crown. I am the sun's eye, yea, I am in my egg, in my egg. It is granted unto me to live therewith. I am in the sun's eye when it closes, and I live by the strength thereof. I come forth and I shine. I enter in and I come to life. I am in the sun's eye. My seat is on my throne, and I sit thereon within the eye. I am Heru, who passes through millions of years. I have governed my throne, and I rule it by the words of my mouth. And whether I speak or whether I keep silent, I keep the balance even. Verily, my forms are changed. I am the God Unum, from season unto season. What is mine is within me. I am the only one born of an only one, who goes round about in his course. Beloveds, I am the only one born of an only one, who goes round about in his course. I am within the eye of the sun. Things are not evil nor hostile unto me, nor are they against me. I open the door of heaven. I govern my throne, and I give new birth to myself on this day. I give birth to myself on this day. I am not the child who trod the path of yesterday, but I am today for untold nations. It is I who make you strong for millions of years, whether ye be in heaven or in the earth, or in the south, or in the north, or in the west, or in the east. Fear of me is in your hearts. I am the pure one who dwell within the sacred eye. I shall not die again. I shall not die again. My hour rests with you, but my forms are within my dwelling place. I am he who is unknown, and the gods with rose-bright countenances are with me. I am the unveiled one, the season wherein the God created heaven for me and enlarged the bounds of earth and made great the progeny thereof, cannot be found out. My name sets itself apart and removes from all evil things through the words which I speak unto you. I am he who rises and shines, the wall of walls, the only one son of an only one. Ra never lacks his form. He never passes away. He never passes away. Verily I say, I am the plant which comes forth from Nu, and my mother is Nut. Hail, O my creator. I am he who has no power to walk the great knot within yesterday. My power is in my hand. I am not known, but I am he who knows you. I cannot be held with the hand, but I am he who can hold you in his hand. Hail, O egg. Hail, O egg. I am Haru, who lives for millions of years, whose flame lights upon your faces and blazes in your hearts. I have the command of my throne, and I advance in my hour. I have opened the paths. I have turned myself away from all evil. I am the ape of gold, 3 palms and 2 fingers high, which is without legs and without arms, and which dwells in the house of Ptah. I go forth the ape of gold, 3 palms and 2 fingers high, which has neither legs nor arms, and which dwells in the house of Ptah. When you have said this chapter, you shall open a way and enter therein. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe.
And now, beloveds, we want to hear now our song of resurrection, sung by our songstress, Nora Bell.
Yes.
Reascension into sacredness, all are gathering in. Reascension into sacredness from the four winds, 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 from the four winds. Our elders are elated, oh, by the dawning of this hour. They stand in witness to this day. Feel their great power. 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 We emerge from the darkness Eons long was night. We come now to serve and save the rising suns inside. The rising suns inside. The rising suns inside. The rising suns inside. The rising sun is inside. Welcomes Baba.
Ashe.
Ashe, 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 beloveds, and let us have this beautiful songstress and initiate speak to us for we would not capture in this forum the heights of the vibration. You have to capture it outside. You have to go outside to give you enough breath and depth and expanse. So see,
It's always the rising suns inside.
oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Merkaba.
Just beautiful, Nora. Dua'u, Ikura, Dua'u. Much love. Thank you, and we're so glad to capture the highest notes when you're outside. You know, it's just so beautiful to capture that. And all right, beloved. So we have come to the moment now for folks to do some sharing. We have some minutes left, and just, you know, if we appreciate where we are in this planetary moment, if
I would like to
we,
speak, please.
okay,
I would like to
okay,
speak. I
all
think
right, and if we
what you
could,
said today was very appropriate.
and if
Not
we
only
could,
just the
hold
resurrection,
on,
but shedding of,
hold on,
can you hear me?
Yes, and can we keep it to 1 minute, just so we give more
Yes,
people?
I'm not going to stay long. And you're very appropriate on speaking on this, the white supremacy, and this is what it's about, shedding this burden, this darkness of white supremacy and the resurrection, and everything was so appropriate what you said about this, the four obstacles we've been dealing with, and mainly it's all wrapped around white supremacy, and North Storm was very appropriate, shedding we emerge from the darkness of this white supremacy, and the rising sun truly is in sight. Thank you. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Thank you, Rosalind.
Dr. Nteri, may I share?
Yes, go.
Okay, because I'm going to have to leave to go.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Ready?
Okay, okay.
Much love. There are no words sometimes to express how this circling together, this joining together, I rejoice in it. My soul rejoices, and I love all of you, and those of you who are just on today. We trust that you will come back. And the illumination, the luminaries that you all are is so important. So may we just rejoice in a blast of spring on this new equinox, new beginnings, for there is more. There's so much more that we are going to do, and to do it together as one. So, beloved, I will see a few of you later. So I'm going to go get ready to prepare for that.
Excellent.
Okay, beloved.
Uncle Jocelyn, life,
Uncle
prosperity, and
Justin,
health.
Mir Asha, much love.
Mir Asha. All right. Beautiful, Nora. Someone else?
I'd like to speak if
Oh,
I have permission.
sure. Yes, you do. And who's that?
It's Lori.
Lori.
Ufe Dojo. Ufe
Oh,
Dojo is my Nigerian cultural name.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you.
And again, I appreciate you allowing me to share really briefly. It's my very first time on the platform. So Dr. Nelson, I want to thank you for that. And I am grateful to be connected to my community. And I am on the mission in this spring equinox. I'm learning. I feel as I'm a lifelong learner, and I do want to be connected to my Nile Valley roots. And I believe that that is so very important because of the importance of where we are in the time to re-embrace our culture. And so I'm grateful to have found this community under your leadership, and I look forward to learning more. Thank you.
Oh, Iker, wonderful. Great to have you with us, and keep coming, keep coming. We so enjoy your presence. All right.
Happy Dr. Nteri.
Yes.
Once again, thank you for the honor to be part of this group every Sunday. And this is a renewal for me every week, to come here and be able to read from the sacred book together and learn more in your guidance. We cannot do otherwise. We need to go back to our culture, to our identity. And this moment every Sunday is a moment that if I cannot be here, I am not the same person, because this become a moment of renewal and reborn, learning who we are and where we come from. So dua.
Dua, Rosangela, and thank you for the beautiful libation. Thank you, Dua. Yes.
Greetings, Dr.
Greetings.
Nelson. Greetings,
Yes.
brothers and sisters.
Yes, so who's
This is
that?
Oracle.
Oracle. Oh, wonderful. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Nelson. I am in gratitude for this circle, for this opportunity to just bring in and bask in this, the blessings for the spring equinox. I just want to say give thanks, and give thanks to everyone being here as well.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And Oracle goes back to when Nora and others were just starting up with the academy. And so Oracle is a long-term initiate, and so wonderful to see you here today and gracing us with your presence. That's just beautiful, just beautiful. All right, others?
I feel the love. Thank you all so much.
Yes, yes, Ashe, Ashe. And keep coming back and joining us. Yes.
Greetings, Dr. Nteri.
Oh, hi, Keisha, Hotep, Imhotep. Good to see you.
Imhotep, everybody. Thank you so much for this. Nora, oh my gosh, I'm still like got goosebumps on my arms just from that. Oh, her voice just ran all the way through me, but I really wanted to echo what Rosangela said. Being able to come here every week really is an extension of this new year, this new feeling. I feel ready. I'm ready for the journey. I'm grounded in who I am. I'm learning so much. And every week I come back here, it's like I get another kiss of knowledge and information to set me free, you know, free from this reality. I really feel like I've separated and I've got some firm grounding, and I'm so grateful for you, Dr. Nteri, and everybody in this group. I look forward to hearing what everybody has to say. Ashe.
Oh, Ashe, Dua. Thank you, Keisha. And, you know, you just point out that we must just go forward with all deliberate speed and not looking back. You know, there is barbarity behind us, and we must surge forward, and point the way for others to go forward as well. We must be steadfast in our forward march. Ashe. Who else would like to share?
Well, Dr. Nelson, again,
Let's have
thank you.
Horace.
Yes, this is Horace. Thank you so much. And I'm grateful to everyone that's here, but especially the women. And at this time, the Spring Equinox, I just feel that women have such a intricate part of the whole cycle of life. And, you know, the rebirth and growth of every element of the earth. So it's just wonderful to be here. And I just would like to say, I think this is a necessary platform. And again, Dr. Nteri, thank you for providing this opportunity for us to come together and to rejuvenate ourselves every week into our African knowledge and the knowledge of the Nile Valley civilization that has been lost and usurped, particularly from our ancient mother goddess. So we just want to keep that in mind, that this is a time of reverence that we can give to our ancient African mother goddess, the renewal of life on earth. And hopefully we can extend this feeling, these thoughts that we learn here every year and take them into the world and make this world what it was intended to be.
Sure, Ashe, Ashe. So well expressed, Horace, and that you know, feminine. I mean, that principle, that which is contributing to this loss of balance, the suppression of that energy, and when ever convenient, the destruction of that energy, you know, even as we note the places that are being targeted by Putin, maternity hospitals, you know, just the grossest barbarity, that a barbarism that would target pregnant women, you know, who've just given birth. It just goes to show you in its full externalization the disregard, not only for life, but for the feminine, just the wanton, blatant disregard. So this is what we have been overcoming, because we have been at the onslaught of that and the receiving end of that. And we are hastening our footsteps to get that behind us, get in that in the rear view, without looking back, because we must, and the planet depends on our doing so. So thank you again, Horace. We have maybe time for one more before we come to our 12:15, and as we try to be exact.
so much love to my brothers and sisters. Brother Horace, that was incredible. And I had been not in remembrance of the feminine energy at this point. I was bathing in the words, but not doing the interpretation. And I thank you so much for bringing me back. And Dr. Nteri and Sister Nora and all of you have given me what I need to get through this week till I come back again. Thank you. Dua.
Wa'u, jua'u. So on that note, Andrea, we thank you for those closing words. And we look forward to seeing each and every one of you next Sunday. Bring others, share the guest pass, share the membership. We are looking to increase our membership in 2022 to really help others to find this space where they can have the wisdom, the steeping in the wisdom and that spiritual prescription that is needed at this time. That, as we know, we steep ourselves in our primal wisdom so that we have the potency and the power that we need for this time. We can't get well and we can't get going on any derivative, any synthetic, any dumbed down versions, and anything with all these side effects. We want that to imbibe what is giving us life and more life and life everlasting, because that's what our ancestors have told us is our inheritance. So enjoy this inheritance today, enjoy this inheritance tomorrow, and enjoy this inheritance throughout eternity. We are the Najet Nehehe, the everlasting ones, the ever coming ones. We do not die. We are rebirthed and reborn anew, and are millions and millions of years old. And on that note, beloveds, I say to each and every one of you, Onk Uja Seneb, life, prosperity, and health. Look forward to seeing you next week. Enjoy your Sunday.
Thank
your
you.
resurrection and renewal.
Dua.